Hello guys, it's your guy, the Meslit Guru himself, the best in Meslit. I know I'm the best. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. If you have not subscribed to this, make sure that you subscribe, you like, you share, you comment. Okay, so we are back with part number 3 of the Limpopo September 2023 mathematical literacy examinations, okay, for paper 1. So we are now going to do part 3, which has question number 3 in it. So without waste of time, let's go on it. Okay, when you go to question number 3, it has an annexure there. They say, in South Africa, tourism is recognized as an important sector of economic growth and development. Annexure C shows the number of tourists who visit South Africa by the month and years of travel. 2017, 2018, and 2019. So we have annexure C to answer the questions that follows. We're going to use that annexure there. Okay, let me just rotate it. Okay, there we have it. I hope people can see it. Okay, so we have the lines that represent the years there. Then we have the months from January up until December. Okay, let's see the questions. Identify, no calculations. Identify the month in which South Africa had the highest number of tourists in all 3 years. Hey, you see the numbers there? There are lots of numbers there. There are lots of numbers. But let me tell you how to win that one. You just have to compare this. Remember, this one here represents February. This one represents January. And January with all the 3 years. So look at the highest point. So when you look at this graph, this is the only highest point that you will see, because this one is only here. This one is only here. December is down here. So January is going to be our month with the highest number of tourists in all the 3 years. Okay, so let's go to number 2. Number 2, they say, write down the number of tourists who visited South Africa in December. Who visited South Africa in December 2018 in words. Let's go and find that number. December 2018 in words. So I see 1007. I'm going to write it down before I write it in words. 1007 155 155. Okay, so let's write this in words. So I'm just gonna start here. This is 1 million, 1 million, and why am I writing n? And 7,000. Okay, 155 tourists. It's important to have this at the end, because there is not money. If it was money, it was going to be rent. But now, because we talk about the tourists, we have to write it like that. Okay, 313. Determine the probability as a decimal of randomly selecting a month in which the number of tourists is more than 900,000 in 2017. So we're going to focus on 2017. Look at the months that has more than 900,000. Let's start with Jan. Is this above 900? Yes. Is this above 900,000? No. No. Yes. No. 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 Yes. So how many are they? They are 3. Out of how many months? 9. So you're going to say probability is equals to 3 out of 12. They say we must write it as a what? As a decimal. So what is a decimal of 3 over 12? 3 over 12, that is equals to 0.25. 0.25. Okay. Now let's check. 314. They say calculate the mean number of tourists who visit South Africa in 2019. Okay, let me come down here. When we come down here, we're going to say mean is equals to sum of all values divided by number of values. Okay, so those numbers, they are very big. They are very big. Let's just go and add them there. So we know that we are going to divide them by 12. That's what we know. So let's go and add them. But remember, we are looking at 2019. We are looking at 2019. So if we go with those numbers, we have 10068. Okay, so what is it that I'm getting? I get 10,228,593. Then we divide that by 12. 10,228,593 divide by 12, and that gives me 800 and... But remember, guys, when you're doing, you don't have to do it like this. You have to write all of those numbers to say this plus this plus this plus this, then divide by 12. 852,382,75. Then let's go to this. They say, describe the trend in the number of tourists visiting South Africa from March 2018 to June 2018. March 2018 to June 2018. Let's look at that. Let's look at the trend from March 2018 to June. Where's June? Here is June. What is this? Then what I like to describe this trend, I always say this is a decreasing, because these numbers, they are going down. So I call that type of a trend a what? A decreasing trend, or someone can say a downtrend. A downtrend. Okay, let's go to 3.2 and see what it has for us. So in 3.2, Jerry, one of the visitors who visited South Africa in 2019, is considering taking his family on vacation and on Rosberg Nature Reserve in the Western Cape province. He obtained the information in Table 3 about the level of crime in the province on the internet. Table 3, quarter 2, is it? Yeah, quarter 2 crimes statistics in the Western Cape from 2020 to 2022. Murder, sexual offense, common robbery, car jacking, arson, burglary, theft from motor vehicles, commercial crime. So we are not given something of this September, July to September 2021. This one is the question mark. This one is also the question mark, the increase. Okay, let's run to the questions now. First question, determine the value of quartile 2 for the number of crimes committed in 2020. So we need to come up with the quartile 2 for this. For this. Okay, so we have to arrange them. That is 1 mark. Arranging, 1 mark. So let's observe and see. I can see 174. 174, that will be followed by 838. Let's look. So now we have we no longer have the hundreds. We're going to look at the thousand. So we have 3,000, 3 1,000s. So the first one, I think, is gonna be 1,013. Then that will be followed by this one, 1,664, and that will be followed by 1,925. Sharp. Then we are done with the 1,000s. Do you have the 2,000s? No. Do you have the 3,000? Yes, it's only one. 3,443. Then that will be followed by 6,365. That will be followed by 7,247. Then we need the middle number. So how many values are there? Let's check. Let's count them. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we must have 8 here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if the numbers are 8, it means this is an even data set. So if it is even data set, it means there are two numbers in the middle. Because they are 8, we're going to divide 8 by 2 to see how much it is. Okay, so if we divide 8 by 2, it says 4. It means we must have 4 numbers in the right and 4 numbers on the left. So what are those numbers? Is 1, 2, 3, 4. It means the middle number must be here. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So if the middle number is here, we are going to use these two numbers that are closer to the middle number to calculate our middle number. So we're going to say quartile 2 is equals to 1664 plus 1925 divided by 2, which is equals to 1664 plus 1925 divided by 2, and that gives us 1794.5. Okay, they say again, if the number of cases for the theft from the vehicles increased by 20.8% in 2022, calculate to the nearest 100 the number of cases for motor vehicles in 2021. So what are we going to look at? What are we calculating? Calculate to the nearest 100 the number of cases from the motor theft. From the motor theft, I mean, hey, wait, my mind is now blowing. Let me read again. If the number of cases for the theft from the vehicles increased by 20.8% in 2022, calculate to the nearest 100 the number of cases for motor vehicle in 2021. Oh, okay. You remember, if you go back to watch your part 2 about the inflation, you'll see what I'm talking about. You will clearly understand what I'm talking about, because this question is more related to that one. Because if you answer that one, you will understand that you have answered it wrong. So here we can, because we are given the price for 2022 and the percentages that it have increased with. So we have to do what? To calculate the previous numbers there, but here we're not talking about the price. Okay, so now look at what we are going to do. I'm going to compare 2021 and 2022. 2021, it is only 100%, meaning that there were no increase or a decrease. But when we moved from 2021 to 2022, and in this 2022 it have increased with how much? Meaning that we are going to add how much? 20.8. And it means the number of 2022 is no longer 100% now. It is 120.8. Okay, remember what I've done with VAT. So here is a combination of a lot of things. So when we do VAT, when we come to our fraction, on top, what do we put? We put what we want, and on the bottom we put what we have. So what do we want? We want the price of 2020, the number of 2021, and then we have the number of 2022. The numbers of 2022 is 6,467 multiplied by, we want the numbers for 2021 over the numbers that we have. This number that we have is for 2022. 2022 is how many percent? 120.8. So how many cars were there? The theft were there for 2021. 6,467 multiplied by 100 over 120.8. and that gives us 5,353.48. But then they say we must round off to the nearest 100. So our nearest 100 is going to be 5,400. We don't round off this, we only round off this, because this is more than 4. It's more than 4, then we say we increase this by 1 to be 4,000. Then let's go to the next one. Calculate the percentage change in the number of car jacking between 2021 and 2022. You may use the following formula for 2021 and 2022. So already they've given you the formula. So what do you need to do? You need to substitute. Number of carjacking in 2022. Let's look at them. Number of carjacking in 2022. It's number, oh, here it is, 966. So we're going to have it as 966 minus number of carjacking in 2021, 697, divide by 697, multiply by 100. 3 marks this one. 966 minus 697 divided by 697, multiply by 100, and that will be 38, what about the rounding? We don't have the rounding. 38,60%, because I've rounded off. I've got 38,59. Oh, so I can't round it up with this one because it's 3. The third number is 3, so it's just going to be 38, oh yeah, it's correct. Then let's go to 3.2.4. State, giving a reason whether the data in the percentage change column is discrete or continuous. So there is a method of definition that I use. I will tell people that a discrete data is a measured data. I mean, is a counted data, and a continuous data is a measured data. But there's another definition of describing the two, because if you look at the percentage there, you can't count the percentage, okay? You can't measure the percentage. So what do we do? How do we differentiate? A discrete data is a data that given as a whole numbers. That is another definition. And a continuous data is a data that is given in decimal numbers or fraction numbers. So if you look at the percentages there, they are given as decimals, meaning that we're going to go with what? A continuous data. Meaning that for discrete, okay, let me do this so that you take notes. Discrete is a data that can be measured. I mean counted, man. What am I doing? That can be counted. Okay, and what about another definition? This was the first one. The another one is a data that is given in whole numbers. You'll end it there. And then the other for continuous, we're gonna say is the for continuous we're gonna say is the data that can be measured, or is the data that has fraction or decimal numbers. Okay, that is the end of part number 3. I don't want to make it long. Let's meet in part number 4. Make sure that you subscribe, you like, and you share, you comment.